Hello, Henry here. Welcome back to another round of gaming, and today we are back in the second in Rome, the second part to chapter 18, I guess, as story probably continues. And you hear by the music, I reloaded the game because I had to take a break, and I'm continuing later on and not straight away. So let's move on. You take a moment to gather yourself. The Bosporan king's army is now climbing up that side of the valley. Urge your men to lead the charge. If you break through and invade the other camp, a Valerie crown might be yours. Charisma and bravery. Oh, this could be one of our last chances. We try. On the way from enthusiasm for the victory, your men follow you promptly. Your sentries among the first to react and spear the counterattack. Most of enemies have dropped the shields and weapons during the rout. They cannot regroup and put up a fight, even if now grounds favor them. Was that because you broke them to zero, or is that always the case? Break through their thin, frail line on the slope. Discipline, bravery. Oh, we did it. Thanks, morale. The assault of the soldiers scattered the feeble opposition in a heartbeat. The way to Thanasis' camp is open. You press on at the head of the sentry. The king has left... Oh, there was a check. The king has left the garrison to protect the bulwark. You have no ladders and no battering rams. It will be arduous to overcome the defenders. Awareness. As you approach the fortifications, you spot a section that has not been repaired. Very carefully. It offers enough footholds to climb. The defenders throw several missiles at you from above. Your troops provide support and cover. You are ahead of any other unit. You can go for the crown. Ooh-hoo. Go for the crown. Okay. Let us see. 2-on-1. We are exhausted. And get us. What a start. What a start. Ow. That's already not good. Oh, we tricked him. Yeah, that's a big head hit. Please. Yes. Solid opener. Okay, lucky. Come on, stop that. Man. Please don't fuck it up for me. Yeah. Please don't fuck it up. I just need this guy to go out. 12. 12, that should be a sure hit. I'll take the sure hit. Yes. Okay, he's down. He missed the feint. And he missed... Yes. Oh, one of my legionnaires. Nice. Hey, guy. Can you help me? Not really. Okay. How did you lose your stance already? I can't trick him. Can I hit him? Not really. Could I recover? Can't go offensive. Can I try a feint? I can and I can't. Okay. Okay, he recovered. Oh, he's going for my legionnaire. Okay. We are close to the next fatigue level. Not looking good. I think we're going recovery and offensive focus for a bit of offensive. Yes, he missed. Ah, he recovered. Okay. We're only getting one action. No, we're getting two actions. Okay. Yeah. Leg. Oh, please, game. Please. Just stop it. Yeah, now we are in the next exhaustion part, and I don't see us breaking through here. Unless our guy helps us, we will not do it. Yeah, we don't have the actions, we don't have the strength, we don't have nothing. Oh, that is so bad. So fucking bad. Let's recover. Oh, just barely. Damn it! Our best chance to get the crown, and we fuck it up. There's no way we can do any damage here. I mean, can try. Okay, that's a stance hit at least. That gives me an opening. Ah, damn it. Okay, failed the first. Failed the second. My guy. Your turn, please. Ah. Oh, soft spot hit on the head and you hit? Really? Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's continue on that. That is it. Recover 17. But we could have the advantage now. Oh, it's a stance hit. Let's go. Oof. A 6, a 6, a 6. Is this the crown? 96. He's down. He's down. When the last of the guards is cut down, you break into the enemy camp. Other centurions and their troops imitate you a few moments later. When the fighting is over, most of the hostile army has been either captured or killed. The king himself cannot be found. He may have run away on a horse while you sacked his base. Oh no, didn't we get there first? The royal baggage he left behind is a rich booty. Caesar lets the army have all of it. I receive 8,000. For your deed, you also receive a Valerie crown and an even bigger share of the loot, another 6,000. Yes, achievement. There it is. Titus Anicius has been awarded a Valerie crown for being the first to enter an enemy camp. Yeah, baby. That's what I want to see. Nice one. Oh, give me a second. So sorry. Yeah, as you can hear, my voice is a bit shaky. I was too excited about that. Winning that crown. Yeah, I had to cough a lot here. So, with the enemy with the enemy army destroyed, the lands occupied by Pharnaces can return under Rome's control. The auxiliary legion of the Galatinians will be free to go home, while the other two legions, the Pontic one and the 36th, will stay in Pontus. Calvinus is left in charge of the remaining operations against the fugitive king. Caesar believed tomorrow with this cavalry he will go back to Italia. Bad news have been coming from Rome lately. The city is in a turbulent state. Many people are unhappy about the dictator's refusal to cancel all debts, and his acting ruler Antony ended up being a poor administrator. Besides, if you have heard gossip about the veteran legions that moved back to Italia after Pompey's defeat, rumors say that discipline has fallen apart and mutiny is brewing. Your 6th will move back to Italy too, but at a more relaxed pace. Honors and rewards for this extraordinary service await is upon its return as soon as there's time to celebrate its victories. Fatigue is reduced, religion is up, sestertia down. I think that's part 18 done. And we are Pilus Prior reached the highest rank. Yes, that is what we wanted to see. And makes new items available in the trade section. Oh, yes. Thanks to your recent commitments. Yeah. We're gonna go... let's do javelin. Shield. Why not do double shield? 1,200 miles of marching in a brief voyage over the Adriatic Sea later, and you disembark at Brundisium, Italia. November has just begun. That's on the southeastern tip. We saw that on the map last time around. An envoy meets you shortly after your landing. He arrived from Rome only yesterday and has been waiting for you. There are no new orders from Caesar. You and a few more of the most experienced centurions of the 6th are needed elsewhere urgently. Is this chapter 19 already, or is this still 18? There's hardly any time to inform your troops. Despite the short notice, the news of your leaving seems to have spread very quickly. All of your men show up to say goodbye. My troops love me. Fresh horses have been prepared for you and the other centurions. Your destination is Campania, a region not far to the northwest. After the great battle in Thessalia that sealed Pompey's fate, several veteran legions were sent there to rest. Along the way, you learn more of the latest development. Caesar returned to Italia over a month ago. When he reached Rome, he had to clean up after Antony's mess. Protests in favor of full cancellation of all debts had gotten out of hand, and Antony's harsh crackdown on the protesters only made things worse. Through the year, the master of horse dissolute lifestyle had already made him rather unpopular. Caesar's presence brought the unrest to a peaceful close. However, another issue has been deteriorating for many months. The legions in Campania were dissatisfied with the rewards they received after the last campaign. The sentiment gradually transformed into open mutiny. Caesar sent a praetor, Sallust, whom you never met before, to talk with the soldiers. Campania is not far from Rome, only about 100 miles. Legionnaires almost killed Sallust. When he fled back to Rome, they chased him. It might seem hard to believe, but the 10th Legion, Caesar's favorite, was leading the rest. They came to the capital, and only Caesar's personal intervention stopped them. When he asked what they were after, the mutineers pretended to want to be discharged because they had served their time. Why did they pretend? I think that's what they want, right? They knew Caesar needed them for his imminent campaign in Africa against Cato and Metellus Scipio. They probably expected that the commander would offer them more money. To their bafflement, Caesar discharged them. He called them citizens and no longer comrades. The prospect of losing their status in the loot of future campaigns produced a rapid change of heart in the insurgents. Some of them asked to be allowed to remain in service. More joined the chorus until it became a general appeal. After much pleading, Caesar agreed to take them back. The 10th Legion, whose pardon immunity disappointed him the most, he accepted last. However, some of its troublesome elements were selected for retirement and given land, especially those who had prior experience in farming. It is to that legion, the 10th, they have been assigned. It is widely considered the most distinguished in Caesar's army, although the recent events have certainly tarnished its reputation. Be promoted to the first cohort of a legion. Oh, nice. You have been promoted to the first cohort of your new legion. This makes you one of the primi ordines, and your pay is now twice as much as a regular centurion's. Your new rank as primus has status posterior. Cool. And here's our legion. Yeah, looks just like the one, a bit better than the one we had. Javelin is also bad, so it's not us, it's a general thing. Look at that low morale. Wow. Continue. After the successful mutiny and after being put back in line by Caesar, the general mood is awful. Meet your new unit. Charisma is 81. Valor gets us down, and Caesar's opinion gets us down, and we do it easily. These soldiers could not be more different from the green troops you took part in your previous assignment. They are at least as experienced as you, if not more. The Papanes were scared of them, and with good reason, yet the combination of your personality and your reputation is strong enough to make them accept you from the start. Okay, it doesn't change the morale. There's been a lot of reshuffling in the 10th and plenty of transfers. You will have to rebuild your century's leadership and staff from scratch. It's also obvious that after several months of slacking off, the legionnaires are out of shape. You need some time to know the troops before you can pick your new staff. You've been leading centuries for so long that you can get by even without an optio for a while. Okay. 14. You are leading a new century and your supervision score has been reset. Soon you will have to complete your staff appointments. If you want to increase the supervision, you should adjust your training settings accordingly. Fine-tune your century's training. Yeah. Hello. First thing we're gonna do is trade. I wanna see what my new options are as a Gallic helmet here. Does this do anything? Awareness, appearance... Better bypass difficulty for sure. Okay, is a contender. On the mail armor side, ours is still better. I'll take ours. Oh, we get scale armor, bronze scale armor. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Hello. Okay, it's not better on the protection and it's worse on the... Okay, why would I take this? Why is it even more expensive? What does it have that mine doesn't have? Nothing. Okay, anti-armor resistance and damage is higher, but... Yeah, no. The Greaves... Ours are better. Ways better. So... Superb Centurious Crest. Okay, that we take. Give me that. And these lavish Taruges we already have. I say we wait with the buy because we have a few rounds. So let's put this one on. And now we go to the training. What's our javelin? 50. 55 is the... Let's get this down. Let's get the admin going and the supervision going. Yeah, let's do it this way. And the century is out of discipline, it said. Yeah, could have had a better discipline, but overall fine. I think we keep it as is and see what's going on. And on we go. Wow, that's a lot of money. Morale for the century went up. A legionnaire discreetly offers you no. Disciplinary action. As always. Century goes up. Whose rank status inferior to yours are affected. Nice. Supervision is ways up. Admin is ways up. Elected consul for next year, no surprise there. According to law, no former consul can run again for the same position unless 10 years have passed, but the Senate gave him a special privilege. You remember the feeling on the Thessalian plain as you waited for the signal to charge, the awareness that, whatever the outcome of the battle, the Republic would lose and perhaps die forever. The only consolation is that, had the Pompeians won, the results would have been the same, certainly worse for you on the personal level. The other consul is the same man who, as a praetor, appointed Caesar the dictator into the first year of the civil war, Lepidus. Not Antony. Caesar has not forgiven his poor handling of the matters in Rome. Okay. Let's move on. Supervision 80, supervision 100. And now we can put that down. Get 2 more points. We can put into admin. No, not really. Let's give them to coordination and strength. No effects. And on we go. How's the morale of our guys looking? Are we back to... still very low, okay. Need to push that. And on we go, and here we are. Discipline, ooh. Nice, 1,000 discipline. Here we are. We have to take a whole new crew. Well, I'm a bit sad that we have lost our guys. The second in command, charisma is a most important attribute. Good awareness and discipline also admirable. Pick. So, charisma, awareness and discipline. How about we give you charisma as the first, discipline, awareness as the second. I mean, we're close to the end, so give him sword as well, please, and shield. No sword. He's better than average in shield, javelin, and quickness and endurance. And he's the worst at intellect. No. Bravery. No. Coordination. Constitution. Yep. And here we are. Numerius Aegilius. We need a signifier. A standard bearer. Melee skill and bravery are very important. And that's exactly what we do. He's a sword fighter through and through. He'll be a shielder. And bravery and... Bear charisma is also beneficial. Well, then we give you bear charisma. You're also quick. No, charismatic. Then you're quick, endurance, constitution, strength. You're a fighter through and through. And you are not the best at intellect. He's just our banner bearer. Here we are. Oh, that's a 7469. Ooh, love to see it. Manius Drumius. We need to send you out to kill some enemies. And our Tesserarius for discipline and intellect. He's gonna be a discipline guy. Intellect, quickness, coordination, and a bit of sword. All need sword. And the rest is a bit of bravery, bit of shield, charisma, coordination, and strength. And he's worst at endurance. No javelin. Let's take javelin. Done. And Titus Curious. Titus Curious. Okay. No notables for now. And on we go. On we go. Oh, we can also take admin down 1 step. That gives our education a good way to go. It is... What is this? It is lunchtime, a little far from you. 2 soldiers teasing each other. They're Titinius and Regulus. As they go on, their voices grow louder, their insults heavier. Although they might seem serious, something about their tone and their body language tells you that they are not. Like firmly to force them apart. Wait and see what happens. After a while, it becomes obvious they are just bantering. They do it quite often, apparently, though it is the first time it happens in your presence. There's nothing to worry about. We move on. 11, 12, another one. You think there are a couple of legionnaires among the rank and file who are especially worthy of your attention? Oh, let's see. 2 of them, in fact. 100 supervision, so we're gonna go shield, javelin. Let's get a good javelin guy. Shield guy. Javelin, strength, const, endurance, quickness, endurance, Then he's good in constitution, coordination, sword, and awareness. No, discipline. And he's bad in awareness. And that is Paulus Granius. And then we have... How about we have another intellect guy? Maybe another sword guy. We need some fighters here. Shield, javelin, and discipline. And he's good in awareness, endurance, quickness. And he's not the charismatic guy, but he's fine. And this one is Vibius Scoedius. Welcome. One more round. Stuff goes up. One more round. And then we trade. We go for this. We go for the whole century. We go for ourselves. We buy this. And morale determinant of a discipline. No, we don't do that. We can buy a new... We can buy another one. Your morale stability increased by 4 for each slave in your service. Okay, nice. Stability is on 76. Cool. That's that. We can sell this. The sentry. How are you looking? Looking decent enough. Not the best, not the worst. Morale is still low. Overall, still low. Okay. Can we do one last training round where we just give them a bit of morale? Like do this, and we get 1 morale. Okay. Yeah, 1 morale it is that we get. And that should bring us... That should bring the morale to... Still not decent. Okay, move on. The survivors of the Optimates, the faction, must be dealt with. They levied new legions in a province called Africa. Okay. And they added them to the remnants of the defeated army. They grew strong again during the time you spent between Egyptus and Asia. It's curious that Cato refused to overall command of the enemy, even though he's the undisputed political leader. He decided that Metellus Scipio, being a former consul, was more proper. It cannot be denied that the name of Scipio carries a lot of weight in a land that once belonged to Carthage. Caesar left for Africa almost a couple months ago near the end of December. Because of the misaligned calendar, it was actually full autumn, but still a bad season for sea travel. Nevertheless, he could afford no more delays. He embarked with 6 legions, over 2,000 horsemen and a small number of archers. 5 of the legions were made of recruits, only 1 had real combat experience, the 5th, formed by 10 of the cohorts mobilized in Gallia Transalpina at the time of the rebellion led by Vercingetorix, a fine unit you have heard. We haven't met them, but we know about Vercingetorix and all our Gallia stuff. The other Red Legion would follow after later, when the weather would be less dangerous and the aftermath of the mutiny would be fully absorbed. The urgent tone of the message that came during the following weeks revealed that the expedition was not going well. Caesar required more resources, more troops, as soon as possible. Despite the time of year, a lot of ships that had carried his army were now busy transporting food, iron, and timber. Many of them also required to patrol the coast and protect the rest from the enemy fleet. In late January, the 13th and 14th embarked to reinforce Caesar. They were complemented by 800 Gallic horsemen and about 1,000 between archers and slingers. Since then, almost another month went by. Your 10th and the 9th Legion have come to Lilybaeum, the westernmost tip of Sicilia. The transports are waiting for you. It is time to cross the sea and join your commander in Africa. On we go. Yeah, we are in 19. The shortest route would take you near Utica, very close to where Carthage once was, but then you would find yourself isolated in deep in enemy territory. Instead, you head further south as planned. On the 4th day of your journey, you can see the African city of Thapsus. There are warships between you and the coast, friend or foe. They are too far, even with your eagle eyes, you cannot tell. Assuming that it's best to err on the side of caution, your transport change course and head off to open water. The treacherous weather plays a hand and you are pushed further away. The storm wind is preventing you from getting back to the coast. You have enough supplies for about 3 days. You're the highest ranking officer on the ship. Oh wow, really? Ration, food and water. Yeah, I mean, I know that morale goes down, I guess. Yeah, it's low. But what do you want? The bad weather keeps you at the sea for a long time. You reach the coast only on the 6th day. You made a good call. Without rationing, you would have been in big trouble. so morale doesn't still go up. You can see a massive line of defense joining a camp and a city at the beach. A sailor confirms that the town is Ruspina, the places where Caesar and the rest of the army are waiting for you. You are given some time to recover from your misadventures at sea. Misadventures could have been entirely avoided since the warship you sighted near Thapsus were actually Caesar's. They'd been sent there to protect your fleet. As you rest, you are brought up to speed on the events of the last month. 2 months, in fact. Caesar's initial convoy was dispersed by the wind and arrived in the separated clusters after some vicissitudes. He came to the city of Ruspina, where you are now, and set up a camp near it. The commander was able to recover more of this unit between here and another friendly town, Leptis Parva, which lies only a few miles further southwest along the coastline. After leading 6 cohorts to protect Leptis Parva, an entire legion in Ruspina, Caesar went out to forage with 30 cohorts. It was the 4th day of January, the 5th after his arrival. Shortly after setting off, the sudden sighting of an approaching hostile force made him change his plans. The unfriendly war party consists of cavalry and light infantry, and was led by none other than his former legate, Labienus. Most of the enemy army was made of Numidians, who are esteemed among the best horsemen in the world. The kingdom of Numidia lies to the west of this province and is a powerful ally of the faction. Labienus was able to attack and even encircle Caesar's cohorts. Later, another smaller army led by Petreius, against whom you fought in Hispania, joined the foe. After a long battle that lasted from morning to dusk, Caesar and his forces were lucky to be able to fall back and reach their camp. They might have been annihilated on that occasion. During the following days, Caesar built a line of outworks from his camp and from Ruspina to the sea. The same you saw from aboard your ship when you arrived. Food was short, and to make things worse, Metellus Scipio, the enemy commander-in-chief, left Cato with a garrison in Utiscia and arrived with 8 legions and 3,000 cav. At that point, Juba, the king of Numidia, was ready to march and join the already impressive host of the faction. A providential attack on the western border of Numidia, organized by Citius, a Roman adventurer and mercenary, and Bocchus, one of the 2 kings of Mauritania, forced Juba to turn around at the last moment and focus his entire strength against this threat. However, he left 30 of his elephants with Metellus Scipio. Then the 13th and the 14th arrived by sea. Reinforced by these 2 veteran legions at such critical time, Caesar led his army in a surprise night sortie, capturing and fortifying an area of gentle hills only a few miles inland. As Metellus Scipio tried to counter this move, part of the cavalry under Labienus was entrapped and massacred, not Labienus himself though. After the setback, the Aemilius kept pressuring Juba until he convinced him to divide his forces. Leaving one of his generals to deal with the incursions of the citizen Bocchus, the king took 3 legions of Numidians trained and equipped like Romans, a large contingent of cavalry and light infantry, and 30 more elephants. When he arrived, he set up his camp next to Metellus Scipio. Caesar built a new main camp on one of the conquered hills, facing the plain beyond. On the plain, there was a town named Usita. According to the enemy deserters, Metellus Scipio relied on it for its water supply. Your commander began the construction of 2 parallel lines of outworks from the hills to the town. Part of the legion would form a screen ahead of the fortifications to protect the workers. There have been skirmishes in the meantime, but no conclusive action. This is the situation you found upon your arrival. You go up the western rampart, the one overlooking Usita, and the work is in progress. Your engineers and soldiers in general are supposed to be better builders than the average of the army. Let them work like everyone else. Volunteer them for double turns to speed the work up. You see this little such enthusiasm. Your men, not so much. They hate it. The morale is really low. And troops' opinion went down. Difficulty 4. No, don't push. Make it better. Yeah, make it better. Make it better. Oh, wow. Look at those rolls. We're on the 5th roll. We're a bit behind. Okay, now we're getting up there. Good. Okay, and now we push through. Over half is done. Yeah, we had way more time for some. Okay, nice. Potential is too high. Okay. The work is completed and a new camp is built at the end of the 2 parallel lines, just outside of the enemy archer's range, but close enough for your artillery to reach Usita. You then 4 more legions moved from the camp on the hill to 1 on the plain. Now you can use the siege engines to harass the enemy on the town walls. Artillery, what are you looking at? 51, but low morale. I don't think... should man the scorpions? No, they should operate large ballista. But they do not lack strength, nor stamina. Keep shooting. They do an impressive job. You put them back in good shape after the mutiny. Nice. The position of the new camp has other advantages besides the most obvious one. It makes it easier for some people of your side to get in touch with elements of the enemy. There are in the other army many Gaetulians, people from a nearby region who have had a bond of friendship with Marius. When Sulla won the war, they came under the yoke of King Himpsal, Yuba's father. They are subjects of the Numidians now, but many of them never gave up on the desire of freedom. Secret arrangements are made. The fact that Caesar's Marius' nephew facilitated dialogue at night, about 1,000 of them deserted from the enemy and are received into your camp. Metellus Scipio is also trying to cause factions amongst your rank, but with no success, as far as you know. One of his propaganda leaflets ends up in your hands. In short, it's a call to join the efforts to free the people of Rome and the Senate from Caesar's tyranny. Despite the temporary difficulties, you are quite sure you are on the winning side. You would never accept. You swore an oath to Caesar. You cannot betray it. There's no good side in this mess, but you genuinely think that Caesar is the lesser evil. At least he did something to improve conditions of the common people, and he refused to act as cruelly as Sulla did before him. Metellus should have offered a reward, and you hated so-called optimates. The world will be a better place when they are wiped out. I swore an oath, and I cannot betray it. Nah, let's do this. Besides, you have been bound to him for all these years. You feel obliged to respect that bond. Early next morning, the enemy armies leave both the camps and start deploying close to your base. In response, Caesar takes you out and draws you up in battle array. Your 10th is occupying the left flank with the 9th. The right flank is protected by the camp itself, just as Usita is shielding Metellus Scipio's left wing. Your opponent has placed the elephants on both flanks. You have now never faced anything similar. No one in your army ever has. No matter how brave or used to danger you are, the huge animals make you nervous. You know that Caesar has requested domesticated elephants from Italia. He did so as soon as the first beast showed up among the enemy force. The shipping will take time, however. They will not be here anytime soon. You wait for hours, neither party makes the first move. The sun went through most of its path into the sky, and you're ready to go back to camp when some mixed units of your cavalry and skirmishers move too far and are engaged by the enemy. They suffer some losses, and only then, satisfied with a small victory, your opposition hosts return to its fortifications. Possibly, Caesar thought that threatening Usita would compel Metellus Scipio to get careless, but it did not quite work. You cannot really hope to storm the town, not with two enemy armies too close. There have been a few more skirmishes and ambushes. Your cavalry has inflicted some casualties on the enemy, but there's not much more that can be achieved. You cannot stay here for much longer. You are low on wheat. It is the last watch of the night, the 4th, when all the legions abandon the camp and set fire to it. Caesar guides you for many hours until you come closer to the city of Agar. Then he leads part of his forces to forage. You must pay attention. The enemy is also on the move, and elements of its vanguard may also already be close. Yeah, let's just go. Is it enough if I just go this way? Doesn't look like it, right? We're not even halfway done. Okay. Let's go long. Let's go long. Hazardous and stern. Ambush. Damn it. Small body of enemy horses. You opt to invade confidence to the troops. They're drawn closer. No weak points must be exposed. Yeah, a compact clump is formed. The riders' effects are recharged, but they fail to intimidate your soldiers. Reinforcements approach at last. Nice. No morale, but oof, we are so far off. Okay, how about we do this? Morale went down. Now we have to do... I can't really win here, right? Oh, additional supplies were found. Nice. Can we get there? One long push. Another long push. And we are over the limit. Good. Did our job. The enemy armies are here. They have been taking position in 3 separate camps, some 6 miles from yours. In the next war council, Caesar informs you of his plan because of my rank. A town, Zeta, lies less than 50 miles from here, beyond the enemy position. Deserters informs you, Commander, that Metellus Scipio is sending 2 legions to forage in that area tomorrow. It might be a good opportunity to inflict him a serious blow. You set out with a strong force shortly before dawn. You circumvent the enemy base and approach Zeta. Towns surrenders quickly. It's either a friend of Metellus is captured. Scouts, however, reported more enemy units are on the move to support the two Trojan legions. Caesar decides it would not be prudent to attack them. Satisfied with the capture of Cedar, he assigns a garrison to defend the city and sets off with the rest to return your camp. Once more, you have to go around the 3 hostile encampments. They are all clearly visible from where you're passing, but the danger is lurking everywhere. From the hills not far from your column always comes into view a mix of Numidian horse and light infantry. Your cav is immediately sent to slow it down as it descends on the plain, while your cohort, along with the rest, drops its baggage, waiting for it moment to step in. You would bet 1 year of your pay that somewhere over the hills there's Labienus directing the ambush. The enemy disengages as soon as your legionist infantry advances. It withdraws from the closest height. You think it is over, but shortly after you resume your march, the air appear again, ready to harass you from formation. Hours go by as your cavalry tries to deal with them, not to no avail. The hit-and-run tactics of the Numidians have kept you from moving except for a few miserable paces. They want you to pitch camp in this place away from any water resource if you have figured it out, so as Caesar he will not fall into the trap. You explain it to your men. You can also see that Metellus Scipio has been deploying his army before his camp. The elephants are in front. Even from this far away, their presence is intimidating. And your men are much less affected than most other troops, but they are not immune, neither are you. Thankfully, it's already late in the afternoon. It's very unlikely that Metellus will get here before dark. Actually, it does not look like he's advancing at all. Meanwhile, your commander pulls back the cavalry and orders some of the legions to screen the rest of the group. Your corps is sent to protect the rear. Another wave of cavalry and light footmen is oncoming, ready to pelt you with missiles, only to withdraw before you can get them. Try to seize the opportunity. Who is it? Sentry. Sentry's javelin is 49. Ooh. Yes. Your troops can rival even the Numidians at their own speciality. The timing of the throw is perfect. The enemy gets with the range at great risk, and it's often forced to withdraw without causing any damage. Some of you have especially accurate. Nice one. Granius and Scoidius. Now that the legion have been employed, the enemy has gradually become less intrepid. Your column men advance more quickly. Metellus Scipio is too far to reach you. You see his army get back to his camp. You make it to yours on sundown. Still 19. There's tactic employed by the enemy. The blending of light infantry and cavalry skirmishes are all real pain. None of you is used to this fighting style. Such a mix is very hard to handle for your own mounted auxiliaries, and capable of evading your heavy infantry with relative ease. You and the veterans struggle to counter it. For many days, Caesar instructs everyone the specific techniques and movements to oppose it and how to implement them at the individual level. We get AP. As this happens, the elephants he sent from Italia are finally brought to your camp. And the commander wants everyone to familiarize with them very soon as your groups turn to approach one of the towering animals. Keep your courage and go first. Come near the elephant. Bravery. 67. That looks more like a 75. But we're on very high. Let's do it. Nice. You have confidently but carefully not to be threatening. The pachyderm raises its trunk towards you and you touch it gently with your hand. It is a very docile beast. None of those that Caesar procured are trained for battle, normally used for games and show. They are here to show that you can get used to them and for no other purpose. Encouraged by your example, several of your men come close. At first they are wary, but they gradually relax. For the next few weeks, you are given more time to get acquainted with the elephants. You are shown their weak spots, which parts are left vulnerable by the armor, and the best angles of attack. Soldiers of the 50 appear to be most comfortable around them. Horses seem especially frightened at the fight of the giants, but they are getting accustomed to their presence too. Not long ago, ambassadors came from the town of Vaga, just a little beyond Zeta. In exchange for a garrison to protect them, they are ready to cooperate with Caesar and help resupply the army. This agreement was being arranged when a fugitive from the same town arrived with wretched news. Juba had stormed Vaga, slaughtered everyone in his way, and sacked the place. Officially, it's March 22nd, but it's actually full winter, something that should really be done to realign the calendar, but there are much bigger concerns to deal with. The Caesarian calendar, alright. Caesar deploys you and takes you only a couple of miles from the Metellus Scipio's base. He's offering battle on even ground. There's no answer. Your force is large, and the season makes your supply line by sea unreliable. Time is against you, and the enemy knows it. You go back to camp. On the next day, your army sets off towards a new direction, baggage and all. Your goal is Sarsura, a stronghold held by a garrison of Ubas. By the commander's order, 300 soldiers of each legion must travel light, carrying nothing but their combat gear, ready to act quickly in case of a necessity. Your century is among those chosen for the 10th. You have gone some way when you are informed that a large force, the usual mix of cav and light infantry, is approaching Labienus. Soon his host appears behind your column and starts launching quick, disrupting attacks on the rear guard to prevent the rest from marching on. Your cavalry engages, but this time he has prepared a surprise. 300 strong units with no baggage move quickly to support your auxiliary. You see the enemy horsemen turn tail, dismayed by your unforeseen reaction. The light footmen that were supporting them have been left exposed and vulnerable. You fall upon them. Here they are. A fight. Finally a fight. Numidian light infantry. They have no cover. They have a bit of extra safety and 1 round only. Okay. 1 round only. Can we throw initiative? We could. And we do. And we hit. Excellent throw by Titus Anicius and by Paulus Granius. A kill? We do a kill. And the enemy misses. Nice, already down 100. Then we would say go in. They're going fierce and they win. Despite a plus. Oh, wow. Yeah, and they get 1 opportunity hit. And they hit once. Really. That is brutal. Anicius, you go. We straight away need to kill one of the... Oh, unfortunate. We could have an easy kill here. Let me see that. 41, 43. That should be a kill. Give me that kill. Defensive bonus. Offensive bonus. Yeah, fine. Soft spot leg, soft spot head. Head hit. Oh, really? 48. 40 head hit. Oh, come on. Such a bullshit roll. That is such a bullshit roll. Come on! Please. Yeah, finally. What is happening? What the fuck is happening? How is he? Why? How? What? Yeah, we don't hit his neck. Let's go for... Finally! What a bad run. Okay, can we kill him now? Get stands back. Guess doesn't get stands back. Come on. Hard hit, soft spot, torso. Yes. Soft spot to torso again. Good. Man, that was harder than it needed to be. They are not gaining any momentum. Yep. Our opportunity. How are we not rolling? Damn. You were decent. 69, 58 against... Yeah. Yeah. There could be a kill here. Maybe. Their attack is worst. Soft spot head attack. Soft spot torso. Wow. Already. Good. Nice. That should be a kill. That's how easy it could be if we hit. If we fucking hit. Good. So and now this is a kill. Yeah, there it is. Good. Curious. First kill. We are going for this. With a full momentum. Keep Titus in the back. Full hit. The front is nearly done. Now this is a kill, hopefully. Yes. Oh, we're getting a +1 even. That is the round that seals it. Nice. We are below 1,000. Yes, we are. We're slowly disengaging. Doing lots of damage. Cool. Can we get another one? And Vibius Goedius. Is this our good fighter? Yeah, that's one of our good fighters. There could be another kill in the mix here. Definitely fainted and misses and recovers. Okay. Soft hit. Let's go for a normal hit on the head. Nice hit. Let's go for another hit. With a plus 51, I mean barely, but yeah. Okay. Soft spot head hit. Done. Next kill. Liz is slaughtering. Curious again. What a slaughter. Strike him into the head, please. Another head hit, please. And he's nearly down. And now a normal strike on the head should suffice and kill him. Good one. Curious, second kill. Wow, we're nearly there. Yeah. Get Titus forward. Can we wipe him? I think we wipe him now. Yep, gone. Wipe them out. One round early. Or two, maybe. Unable to withstand the onslaught, the light infantry flees at the first opportunity. You cannot pursue it, but your mounted auxiliary can. They inflict even more losses before the enemy comes close enough to its own cavalry protection. Competitiveness goes up, but morale still doesn't. Competitiveness, but okay. We get competitiveness to morale, and we are still low. Sazura is ahead of you. The town is protected by a wall and garrisoned by Numidian infantry. Timber is very scarce in this region. Your engineers have to use supplies that Caesar has received by the sea. They will make no protective screens. You cannot afford to waste material. Not what you wanted to hear, but you can still count on your numerical advantage. It's a 3 difficulty. Yeah, we can push that. Let's push that. Nearly making it on the... Can we make it full? Superior quality done. And off we go. Come on. Nice. Labienus and his force are observing you from a distant hill. They will not interfere, they know better, but just in case he has assigned some units to watch your back. The first man over the wall of Sazura will be awarded a moral crown. The competition is fierce. For the Centurion, for you, your men would do anything. You can count on them today to an extent that few other Centurions can. You approach a fortification protected only by your shields. Your forward position makes your favorite target. Deflect the missiles and advance quickly at the same time. Range defense coordination. Us or the sentry? Us. Range defense is 61. Doubled plus coordination. Yeah, we're not getting that. Focus on defense, even you must lose. Yeah. Let's go with this. You block every single attack, but your advance is losing momentum. Getting closer. Throw a javelin. 50. That's way above 50. Keep moving. You reach the foot of the wall. Your ladder is just perfect. You will not be a disadvantage to anyone. You process at a steady pace. Above, 2 Numidian legionnaires with long wooden pikes are ready to stop you. You will never be the first to mount the wall if you let them slow you down. Trust fiercely at them. Make them back off. Charisma. Yeah, we can do that. Force your way through. We probably could also do that. I charge fiercely through them. One of them hesitates just enough to leave an opening. As you zip through, they drop their pikes and draw their swords. Here they are. I thought we had no disadvantage. You're lying to me, game. You're lying. Okay, we have to be careful. That is a very bad disadvantage, actually. Who's the worst of you? This one. Can I hit him? Not quite. Let's do a simple... of course we didn't. Let's do that again. I've got 8 rounds to kill him. And maybe a legionnaire to help me. Uh-oh, shield knock. Yeah, fuck. I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay, shield knock misses. Gives me a trick chance. Yes! Please help me out. Do something for yours. Oh, yeah. Let's go. We go for the legs. Oh, come on. Why? Why must it be that stupid? Yeah, and he even... Rebound focused. Another legionnaire is joined, but with a 42 disadvantage, we will never, ever get this. Yeah, that's a hit. Good, finally. Okay, can you get this guy? Okay, he misses. Come on, go after him, please. Oh, fuck. Could have gone after him. Yeah, one more, but what can my legionnaires do? They are not good enough to overcome a 42 disadvantage. They will never attack. Let's go arm again. Hit at least. Can we shield knock him? Straight knock him. Good. Can you do something with it, please? Yes. It's a hit at least. Okay, he misses. Come on, after this one. Go after this one. Yeah. Come on, go after him. Go after him. +5 and missed, and we get only one action. Lick it. Oh man. Yes. Oh, he hits my guy. Ow. Yes, take him out, take him out. He's gonna recover for sure. That's me. Can I kill this guy now? Head hit. I could have done a groin hit. Fine, he's out. Now we're down to the other one. Can we get him? Can we shield knock him? No. Can we feint him? Maybe. That's already good, and that's perfect. Please don't recover. Rebound focused. Now is our chance. Guys, please help out. Can you do anything? Please, please. Something, anything. No one could help. No one. And then we fuck it up again. Shit. That was the last chance to get through here and get another crown. But at least we're not dying. I'll take it that we're at least not dying. Yeah, my legionnaires are just not doing anything worthwhile here. Even the numerical advantage doesn't help us much. Well, nothing I can do here. I can go offensive focus, but for what? For what? Yeah, that's all in nothing burger. Okay, that's something, but it's not gonna change anything. Yeah, well. We recover. Nothing I can do. My legionnaires couldn't help, really. Yeah. One killed, one stands. But a 42 is crazy. I mean, a 42 is really crazy. Other groups have overpowered the opposition elsewhere. The remaining defender tried to get to safety, but there's nowhere for them to go. None of them survived the assault. So Zura is yours. Metellus Scipio has stored a large reserve of wheat in a stronghold somewhere. The Caesar came by this information. He distributed precious rations to his troops. Competitiveness goes to... Morale doesn't help. On the morrow, you reach the city of Thistra. The enemy garrison is much larger here than in Sarasura. An assault would be too costly. Moreover, Metellus Scipio has joined Labienus with the rest of his army and is following you. There are no water resources you could easily access and protect while maintaining a siege. You leave and move back to your old camp near Agar. The enemy shadows your movement and occupies its fortifications. In days that follow, more reinforcements come from Sicilia. 4,000 legionnaires who, for various reasons, could not embark with their comrades during the previous crossing. 400 horsemen and 1,000 skirmishers armed with either bow or sling. Confident in the strength of his army, Caesar draws you up in battle array once more at the same distance from the enemy camp as his last attempt. This time Metellus responds, but his line halts on the slope about a mile from the formation. It would be unwise to charge forward under such unfavorable conditions. There is a cavalry skirmish at the commander tries to lure his opponent into engaging him on even ground, but the action is inconclusive. 2 hours before sundown, you receive the order to march back to camp. It is obvious that the other side will not risk a pitched battle unless it is somehow forced. It is the night between the 3rd and the 4th day of April when everyone's ready to leave once more. You march for several hours before dawn until you reach Thapsus. The seaside city is held by the enemy, but is currently blockaded by Caesar's fleet. The layout of this place is quite peculiar. The presence of a vast lagoon makes it so that the city can only be reached on foot via 2 strips of land, one to the south, one to the west. Caesar has a small fort built to hold the narrow entrance to the southern corridor. At least 3 cohorts to guard it. The rest of you start to surround the city itself with a line of fortifications. Siege has begun. This is a place Metellus Scipio cannot afford to lose. When he and Yuba arrived, they established 2 separate camps about 8 miles to the south. At dawn, on the 3rd since you came here, you learned that the enemy, having found the shortest route blocked by the fort, went around the lagoon last night and then approached your position through the western strip. Right now, Metellus Scipio is building a new camp there and has deployed part of his army on the level ground between you and the works to act as protection. When he's informed, Caesar is close to you, talking to Asinius Pollio, a legate who distinguished himself when they were almost entrapped by Labienus near Ruspina. There's a chance that your commander was waiting for. Now he can force a pitched battle. 2 of the 5 green legions are left behind to guard the siege work around Thapsus. Everyone else marches in a column to meet the foe. When you come inside of its lineup, you observe that the elephants have once again been positioned in front of both wings. Now they've become familiar with these animals. They seem to have lost their monstrous aura. Yeah, well. You form in battle area 3 line of cords as usual. The 10th Legion is holding the right at the heavy infantry, the cavalry to the skirmisher protecting the flanks. The 5th Legion has a special assignment. Divided into 2 groups of 5 cords each, it forms an additional line on each wing to deal specifically with elephants, should they get close. You wait for the attack signal, still nothing. You turn around, but you cannot see the color of Caesar's cloak anywhere. Troops are growing impatient. The enemy legions, with few exceptions, have been levied after the civil war began. They are perhaps on par with your green legions like the 25th and 29th, but no match for your veterans. Suddenly, without orders, someone in another cohort of your wing blows the charge. As that unit rushes forward, the other follow. Stop your men, you cannot attack on your own initiative. Ooh. I mean, on the one hand, yes. On the other hand, no. You cannot attack on your own initiative. Someone in another cohort could be a false flag. Stop your man. You cannot attack on your own. You try, but you're almost overrun. There's no way to stop them. They're eager to end this war here now. Since there is no way to hold the assault, the signal is finally given. The skirmishers on the flank strike at the elephants with bone slings. The giants are scared, they turn and flee. Some of them trample units of their own infantry, others sow chaos amid the ranks of the calf. The enemy directly ahead of you is still delayed at the point that it disgregates before you even make contact. Nice. The cohort in the second line, although shaken by what just happened, to try to stop you. And here comes another fight. What's the time, by the way? Oh, wow, we're already an hour in. But I think we're gonna just knock this one out now. Juno, Minerva, Victoria. So it's Jupiter again. Mars and Venus. Done. Don't know how many rounds. Ooh, that's a big one. That's Scipio's legionaries. But they're green. Okay. So we have the advantage there. Throw in advance. Have that. Damage inflicted 100. Nice hits. Do we get a kill? We get 1 kill. And the enemy does 17 damage. Okay, push them down to 100 or less. Wow. On we go. Let's go straight with Anicius. That is not it. That is clearly not it. Titus is involved, and here's an enemy on 29. What is this guy? That's a farmhand if I have ever seen one. That is unfair. Oh wow. Let's see if we can. Yeah, we can already hit him. Let's do a leg hit. Straight out of the gate. Can we go straight to the soft spot hit? Let's do another leg hit. Rebound focused. Soft spot. Can we do a 29 on the leg? Of course I do this and he fucks me. Man, that's bullshit. Wow. That is just insane. Insane. Let's hit the groin. Yep, went through. Hit another groin. Hard pressed. Could have done it in the second round if the game would have let me. Can we kill you now? How? Please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, dead. Another one killed. Oh, 3 momentum, really? And hits 1. Interesting. Yeah, we're not getting that momentum. If I go back and cautious and keep my 2, no hit. Okay, we're down to 1. And another no hit for him. And now we can go for the momentum swing. Keep Titus back. We need him next time around for another attack. Good. Only 1 hit. Oh, come on. Plus 23 and we fuck it up again. Okay. His imbalance is going up. We're doing minor damage. No kill. They're getting cautious. We are going in. More damage. Oh, Vibius. Vibius is one of our best fighters. Also against the lowlight. Yeah, he's already in defensive stance. We could already try to get in there with the leg hit. Stance hit. Try again. Oh, really? What a bullshit. Okay, luckily that worked. Let's go for an arm hit. At least some hit here. Okay, rebound focused. Can we get anything out of this? Groin hit. A big fat groin hit. Oh man! Why, game? Why? Tell me why? What is the reasoning behind this? Why? Why do you have to do this to me? Okay, we're now just gonna kick his leg all the time until he 99. 90 fucking 9. How are you still standing, mister? That's bullshit. So bullshit. Okay, you know what? Hail Mary. Neck. Nah, nothing. That was an overwhelming victory. Wow. Not even. He's not dead. Yeah, that's worst fighter, but... How did we not get this? Really? How did we not get this? What? Okay, that's... that should be a hit. Naked? Yes. Yes. Another naked. Oh. Yo. Yo. 90 fucking 4. This game, I tell ya, this game. Let's do a naked. Rebound focused. Can we kill him? Do we have what it takes? 23. Is it a groin hit and a kill? Yes, it is. Okay, Curious again with a kill. Imbalance is still fine for us. I think we do this and use the advantage. Only +4. Okay, but still lots of damage. Should have more hits now. Okay, they are very cautious now. And we disengage. Sorry. We continue. Seize the initiative, yes. Titus in front already for a kill. The quicker we... The quicker, genau, yeah. The quicker we get the kill and the front down, the better for us. I mean, that's a new one, okay. Yeah, I mean, it has to be a new one. We killed the other one, right? Leg hit for you. Straight away, and that could be a soft leg hit. Nice, he's already exhausted. And that is a groin hit for damage. I switch to damage and get fucked over again and again and again. This is just... I don't know what it is. Trick him. Thank you. I don't know what this is. Why does the game hate me so much? Why? Okay, he's nearly down. 38, and he's now fatigued. That should be a kill range here. Yeah. Naked. That's a kill. Okay. Did what I wanted to do. Get a kill in the first round. And that's another damage. Perfect. We don't need the momentum. In fact, we can go cautious. Get Titus back. Have the momentum still. That's good. Do a bit of damage. Oh, Drumius. We haven't seen you fight. Oh, you're also a strong fighter. Wow. I made a very strong fighters, in fact. Can you already hit him? You could on the leg. Stance hit. And that's a fatigue hit. Go. Bring his fatigue down, that's it. And then we're going for a groin hit. Stance hit, okay. Why? Why? Another stance hit. Come on! Yes. Double recovery. Okay. Another leg hit, please. Okay, fatigue is down, and now we should have a groin. Yeah, that's it. That's it. He's out. He's down and out. Strike him in the leg and he's done. Good. Durmius also with a kill here. Really strong legion. Really strong characters, in fact. Oh, he does 2 momentum as well. Wow. Then let's use our momentum trick. Down to 1400. No hits. Yeah, momentum goes down for him, and now we should have him. More. We need to get rid of the first line. Oh, a kill. We need to get rid of this front line. Yes, 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 for sure do this. And now, please. Yep, 80. We're getting... come on, yeah. Why? Okay, Titus is in a fight. After this fight, we have to stop. Either it's done or we have to stop. That's a leg hit if I've seen one. Okay, you can't block that. Bastard. Yeah, now it's gonna be a head hit. That's a hit and it's a through hit. And that should be it. Oh, I should have done the neck. Should have done the neck, but it's fine. Still a kill. That should take away the front row. Yes. We are disengaging. We're now going after them. This is our time to get all the kills. Kill. Another hit. No kill. Another hit. Gives us a bit. Oh, and another kill. Another hit. And another kill. Wow, that's gonna hurt. We're just gonna actually... yeah, we're just gonna do it, right? 12, that's 162. Wow. Whew. That's lots of damage. Come on. Thank you. So many threat rolls. Okay, at least 2 kills out of it. That's great. He went very cautious and now we go after him fiercely. Yeah, that's hopefully lots of damage and kills. Maybe we finish him off. Not with these rolls. Not with these rolls we don't. Chances are here. I think we're close. That's it. I think that's it. And Titus is in a fight. Okay. I think that's overkill, but we should have it. Offensive focus. You sure, my guy? Look at your legs. I don't think you had to position. Neck. Yeah, of course. Bastard. Okay, soft spot. No neck, then it is a groin, I would say. How is it that the damaged ones just fuck me over? What is this? Why? Yeah, thank you. And that's a hit. And do we go for the groin again? I think we're going for the groin. He should be dead this round. Yeah, just with a single leg hit. I think that's it. I think that's the Legion done. Yep, that's it done. Wiped in the second round. I mean, Titus is really down on his fatigue, but we killed him in 2 rounds, and Titus gets more melee. The experience gap is way too large. The section in front of your wing is the first to crumble. Your cohort stops a moment to rally. Get ready to assault the enemy camp under construction. Yeah, we're gonna stop here. Sorry, we have to. I can't. We're already over an hour in, so We are in the middle of numbers 19. We will continue next time around from here. I will see if I can find a map to give you. If not, well, then we see each other next time. Well, it's not exactly the best map, but it's still from the same guy again, Historic Air. And yeah, this time we went from Italy. Here, Brundisium is here, for example, that was mentioned. We went down to Sicily, like around here-ish. And then we went down to Thapsus here, or at least near Thapsus. There's Utica, Thapsus. We were, I think, somewhere around here-ish in this yellow region. And then Numidia is to the left here from this yellow Africa region. And we are now at Thapsus for the fight. So that's where we're at right now, and where we probably do our next episode as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until then, bye-bye.